It doesn't have general fund.
It does, and it affects that rate.
Okay, would you speak to the microphone, please, so we can all hear?
The general fund is not impacted by reassessment. If we cut something there, it don't automatically drop right back in.
It could. Your levy, you have general fund, you have the health fund, and you have the reassessment fund. The more levy you give the health and reassessment fund, the more it pulls away from the general fund. So if you lower the reassessment levy,
From a rate standpoint. From a rate standpoint. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's not a dollar for dollar.
Right.
It's not a dollar for dollar.
Yeah.
That's what you and I kind of talking about.
Simple.
Right,
and that would be too
yeah.
All right.
I mean, she's right, and then the way you and I were talking, we're all right, that's right, that's right.
When you're all talking about, we will like to.
Yeah.
Put that on there, make sure we heard that.
Yes. And Michelle's right.
Yeah.
Michelle's right too.
I'm right too.
That's why it's not like a business. Okay, that's why it's not like a business. I agree.
All right, I think we ought to spend the last 10 minutes talking about Darren Davis and David Pitstop.
Well, Mr. President, I'm glad you brought that up, because I'm looking at that sheet. Did I misunderstand him where he said that the city of Salem would not be affected?
Not be affected.
You can't blanket say that.
Well, I just understood that it would not affect the taxes.
No,
of the
this-
city of Salem.
The school,
The school,
the
okay.
school system, because the school is no longer paid. The majority of their money comes from some state formula per student now.
Yeah. What he did say.
He's talking about when you look at the taxes.
If you look at the taxes, me personally, my tax rate could go up $336.81.
You haven't capped out yet.
That's the city,
I mean, that's.
But according to an individual I talked to, the city, they indicated that they thought that all the city was capped out.
95% and most of the rest.
They were capped. So I was part of the 5% that was not capped.
Lucky you. Woo.
Yay.
Okay, I'm gonna open
That's
the
how much
floor
your
to
taxes
anyone
go up.
who wants to talk or think
And
out loud.
City of Salem also has a lot of over 65 circuit breaker hits. Yeah,
And
A lot.
a lot.
with the veterans, would that be tied up with something similar to that? or
Well,
something over here?
No, that's separate. But
Because I
I
would
mean,
think the veterans, they would,
if you get a partial or totally disabled veteran,
there's no taxes.
Yeah.
yeah, you should basically wipe
That was
everything.
me.
Yeah.
But mine still went up.
You're not 100% disabled, though, are you?
No.
That's what we were saying,
Right.
a disabled veteran.
The max exemption on that is like 37,000 something off your assessed value.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And then the homestead exemption on top of that.
Then the homestead on top of that.
So this agenda here, the city of Salem will benefit $123,000.
She would.
Yeah.
Just don't pay that $2,000.
Todd, the new losses column is what I'd like to learn about.
New losses column, okay? I'm looking at it.
Is it correct that if we follow the plan we were discussing earlier, as far as the spreading out of the 0.14, moving the shares, so on and so forth? What does that column mean? So is that, so for instance, Franklin Township, new losses of $117.14, is that spread out amongst the entire township?
Yes.
That'd be the increase? So Salem, you're talking about an increase of 182,000, 486,000. But they're also, tell me how that translates to,
You know what the term new losses means?
that's what I'm trying to figure out, that's why I'm trying to learn what it's called.
I believe that that term means, again, that is money that you are leaving on the table that you are not being able to collect.
Part of that 46%.
I'm going to say, yeah, I mean, I don't know how that all I hear it, but I think you're on the right page.
Mark, you said leaving on the table but not allowed to collect? To
That,
me, it's hard to leave money on the table if you can't collect.
well, and that's,
Is it?
in the past, Darren has used that term of leaving on the table. That is again, but it is also, yeah, under the system that the state has put on the taxes, the property taxes and caps. I agree with what you're saying there. If you're not allowed to collect it, or how you leave it on the table, and that's
That's
correct.
what I was getting at. When you said that, I just.
Yeah, and I guess I should say, I believe what that new losses term means is, perhaps both, a combination of both of those monies, because I don't know which is which. Okay, I don't know which is, of the $96,000 new loss that the county will have, I don't know how much of that is money we could get regardless, versus money we're simply not getting because of the way we're distributing the credits. Okay? Follow that?
Currently, right
Yeah,
now,
I'm,
currently in 18, Salem has a loss of 601,758,
Oh, I know it was.
okay? Now, these figures are new losses. This will be up in addition in 19. So their loss is going to be 784,244.
and what I'm saying is, the city of Salem, for instance, 182, 82,000 of that could be money that no matter what we do, they're not going to be able to get.
Right.
$100,000 of it could be money that, depending upon how we mess with the credits, we could get back to them somehow with other impact on other people. That's why I'm saying, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what the term net loss means, but I'm not sure how much of it is force loss versus loss based on what we're doing on the credit. Okay?
That's what we're doing.
Well,
Right.
that,
We're on the distribution.
that number,
We would help Salem City, civil city out by doing this deal, another $123,697.
Right. Yeah, that's what that difference was.
Right, yes.
And what you really want, here's what we didn't do for you. We sent one up to you. Now, you could really think, well, wait a minute, this tells me this, but what if I do 10 on shares, 4 on public safety, 9 on credit, and then compare the two? See? I mean, I guess if you're happy with these figures, you don't need that comparison, but you're really not comparing this to
You have to got
anything.
these other figures right here.
Well, you're comparing to what last year, I guess, Rhonda, yeah, you could do that. You could look at it that way, that you're comparing to that. Now, what I guess we're thinking that too, under public safety, we could do over to 911 if we wanted to, because as he's got highlighted, we don't have anything for PSAP, which is 911. But that may be really just a wash, because you can use public safety money for 911.
yes, so what's the point?
Right, that's, I raised it, but that's practical.
Other than other counties, that's a big issue.
In the accounting
in the accounting.
It would make sure that money got used by 911.
We would not have to manually shift it, if you will, from public safety to 911.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't have to make the little transfer.
How hard would it be for him to do some other stuff? Just, let me just shoot an email.
Yeah.
It's basically,
It ain't hard.
getting on the phone,
Yeah.
Well, because would it be all right for him to do it, just a couple more scenarios, to give us an idea? Because to me, I'm just looking at this other page here. We're talking 12% increase, 7%, 2%, 15%, 15, 20, or 22, 8, 15, 9, and 8.
You got it?
I mean, I'm gonna say that that's averaging between 10 and 15% increase, and I just can't see anybody being happy with that.
13.75. It averages out to
Right, that's what I'm
13.75.
saying, between 10 and 15%, but me, that's,
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's going to affect everybody.
the way I understand with being, we kind of indicated that we want to get that to where it's more 50-50, to where
Okay.
Yeah, this is not the report I'm looking
Different
at.
stage.
it's not what he was looking at.
No.
I've just got too much information going through my head.
But what I'd like this we done, was he done all of us, because we're probably at a cross section, farmers, that is that building. You're looking at percentages, it's not a 2 or 3% increase, you know, to people, and it's well, what was that?
13.75. That's from Larry DuBois numbers. Max figured it out last night and watched the latest video and stuff. 13.75%.
So if we told these up, they'd probably average about that.
Right.
We didn't total these up.
Yeah, and one of the things that you need to remember too is that next year, there's going to be an 8% increase. So not only the 13.75%, you're going to have an 8% increase. So you're voting on a 20% increase on property taxes over the next 2 years.
Yeah, they said that 8%.
Yeah,
That was on his sheet, the 8%.
right,
Correct.
right.
That's what I was saying earlier. You
Yeah,
got this, but you also got the assessed valuation.
that's right, that's coming up. I'm going to have Max look at these tonight and see if I can get him in today or tomorrow. I'm sorry, tomorrow. If you want him in. He can speak Campbellsburgian really well. And maybe a little bit of Salemite. And maybe he can explain it to you where you can understand. I know the pit stop guy kind of like runs around the tree a lot. He's hard to keep, I work with really smart people at work, and there are people that run around the tree like about 10 times, but they get to the same place we do. You see what I'm saying? But you have to go around.
I appreciate that's your perception. But I don't think that's the shared perception down here.
Okay.
So Rondell posed a question a few minutes ago. Do we want to get a hold of,
What else would you want to do in here, Rondell? What would be your thoughts as far as another combination?
Well, that I don't know. I don't know if we're better off to go ahead and just see where the budget would lay with what we've already got.
I know the way he figured this. He figured this to get the maximum.
Okay, so this was the top end of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
this was based on his recommendation, and basically
This
all.
would increase it from 46% roughly that we're taking. He was saying that we were leaving roughly 54%.
Yes.
So how high would this right here take it up to? Is it,
It
would
wasn't,
that be figured?
it wasn't 100, was it?
No.
Well, you don't know if you never.
I don't know if he ever told us what.
No, he didn't.
Hey, I don't remember if he did say that. I didn't catch that.
We're never gonna reach 100.
No, because the caps are going to be.
As long as they're caps, you can't reach 100.
No.
So, the only thing he kind of left optional to us, the way I understood it, that 14 needed to stay at 14, but then we had the option of where to breaking up, you know, on the seated and the public safety, you know, what percentages did we need? What was the need? That was kind of left up to us, and what I took.
111 is what was left out.
Yeah,
I got it.
Basically, what this combination done, as far as money to expend, it added another $666,540 to Washington County for expenditure. But what that also done was, that took another 666,540 away from people who own property. You just move the money. So now you and I, and anybody that's above, on our percentages, are filling in this, we're contributing to this pot of money. What's that?
everyone catch that? Because he just summed it up in a nutshell.
I was listening, man. I was listening to Michelle,
But
sorry.
I'm saying, when we do this,
Hop right in.
Washington County, as a county for expenditures, receives another $666,540.72. That money basically it did come from property tax relief to homeowners and what have you. I kicked in another $94, somebody else kicked in $152. Everybody out there kicked in money into property tax to make up this $666,000.
Right, I get that, yeah.
Yeah, so I would say we're just moving money. Now, we did help the city of Salem out by $123.67. But by helping them out, the city of Salem is pretty much capped out. So you move some money from outside of the city limit and property tax relief back into the city limits. Basically what happened also.
We're just making our pie a little smaller and there's a little bigger.
Right, and that's what that's what this sheet tells us. You know, so when it looks like it's like property tax caps. Everybody complains about them, but Mr. Gore explained to you that helps government, you know, when you, it hurts government, but it keeps you from going over 1% as a residential deal, you know, and 2% of your farmland or rental residential, and then of course on the business side of commercial, you're 3. So whatever you give back to government for expenditures, or excuse me, the county loses money for expenditures, but it's actually money on the tax cap that the taxpayer don't have to pay above the cap. You know where you're gonna end up. And it just can't keep going. Now, the other side of the coin is, the levy can only grow by so much. You know, and that's based off the income portion. You know, so even if you generate more income, you know, from the overall, and get your 3.4, you know, you can't grow more than 3.4. You can't grow more than that, okay? So there's some checks and balances that you got, but still, it's just moving it from this person, you the taxpayer, to the government for expenditures. Now, when I say this, we have to know what is really truly necessary to benefit the overall well-being of our community. And when I say community, I could say county, the same, that we're not putting any greater burden. The Department of Local Government Finance will review this budget. And I know Michelle said, as long as you can cover it within your community, they don't care what you spend. But if you go over that limit of what they think you can afford, then they're gonna tell you in your 1782, go back and cut because you can't afford to tax your people this hard. So that's where we're at. And the only way we'll know where we're at is to run some numbers out of it, see what we do, what the impact, to ask the question, is this necessary or is this not? Now, I can do all the guesstimates, and I think some point in time we're gonna have to do something. You know, because it's talking about 911 and some other things. But when we run the numbers, we'll see what we compare as a community, you know, but as a taxpayer, sometimes, well, it's like schools. I haven't had a student in school in, 30 plus years, but we're always paying for the next generation, you know, because we went through and got our education and we took advantage of it, maybe some of us didn't so well. But anyway, what I'm saying is, everything that we do is as a community for the community. Because sometimes they don't, the way it affects us is, how would you like to be living in a society that was totally uneducated and couldn't make rational decisions? I didn't say we wasn't, but I'm just saying, it's a behoovement to educate in order to keep going, you know. So we do it hoping for an improved society. So that's where it's all about good. Well, I keep that sent out for my job, you know. Thank you.
Rondell, you said run some numbers, and I don't disagree with that. But in general, if you, for instance, if you take your 14, say, let's make it 16, and then make public safety 3 and credit 6, what you should see is that your net losses will increase. Your net difference will decrease with that. I mean, that would be the first thing right off the bat.
Their debates did not just randomly pick that out of the blue. This is all he does. And that is the magic number, or he would have
That
suggested.
was the number that gave me the greatest.
Well, I was gonna say, it was like, that's the
For
maximum.
the hurt you're gonna cause, this gives you the greatest benefit of the hurt you're gonna cause.
And it didn't very stable.
Well, you know, I'll,
Postpones that, yeah.
I will, this is the dilemma right now. And there, right now, with the way the figures are, the county has an 219,542 losses in cabs. In 19, we're going to add $96,000 on it, and that's the budget we're talking about today. Okay? Now, we know that we can absorb as a county with 60% of the base, 60.68 of the base, that we can absorb that type of capital. But the problem is that Salem at 601 with their 18, and their additional 182 having 784 with their base being a population of what, 3.29%. They can't do it with their budget. And so everybody in the city of Salem is the citizen of our county. And we, as a county council, and then we can't burn them at the stake. And now we can try to help them guide, you know, and do what we can as a taxing, because we are the taxing unit here in this county. Try to diligently do what we can to help those citizens of the city out, as well as help our county out by keeping Salem viable. How long we can do that, I don't know. But if we don't do that, city of Salem's gonna have to look at fees and all that type of stuff. You haven't seen, the papers will be full of that, that's for sure. That's just the reason I would have liked to have the city council.
Yes,
Yeah.
it need to be a big part of this discussion, really.
Yeah.
My whole
Well, the way I see it, I mean, it would be nice if they have some input, but they are just a beneficiary of what we need to do anyway,
Right.
the way I see it.
Okay. We talked about the hot seat. Even though we're gonna make the decision, I wouldn't like to see them sitting here. In fact, you and I did ask for them to be sitting here,
Yeah.
what we did, to go through this, to help guide us with what they were willing to do and could do, and what they were looking at to help us make decisions also. I'm pretty sure we asked that.
It's been, what, month and a half ago, 2 months ago.
3 to 4 weeks ago.
Been longer.
Nope. Go ahead.
Okay. So, we'll have to come in the morning?
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
I would like to have the city come in tomorrow, yes.
Yeah. They flat need to see this.
Now, they can't bring all the members, do you?
We don't want to.
Right. But they need to bring the mayor and the president, whoever, you know, because they got to post for open for also. But they need to know, we need to know where they're hurting and give us an explanation of why we want to do what we need to do, where you at, or you know, maybe now. But they need to say that to us. Because you and I may have had a conversation, but he didn't. Everybody makes decisions, needs to hear it,
Okay.
in my mind.
I'll call Mr. Green this evening
That being said, our hands, I still feel like I did at noon, pretty well remain tied when it comes to this decision. I don't think we've got a lot of room for adjustment, or we can't tinker anymore without having more drastic consequences than we're already looking at. Which is, you know, the removal of those credits for some folks.
Well, when you help somebody out, you kind of want, sometimes you just help them, and sometimes you want to know what they're doing to help themselves. too.
Oh, no, absolutely, I agree with that, and their input would be appreciated.
That's why they need to be here, if at all possible.
Well, if I was the city and somebody's going to help you out, I'd make it possible.
I'll take care of that.
You can call Mary.
Let's see, Keith, I think it one more time. And you, Greg, take care of this.
I don't, you're right.
Just break the line, just
I don't
take
hear-
it.
I mean, is there any need to propose something different to Derek?
Well, let me put it this, is there any way that we can have Darren have those figures and have him stream it to us what he's looking at from up where he's at? And let's talk to him in a conference call.
Well, I kind of go back. Guys, if you, I mean, you can do whatever you want to do. If you mess with the 14, if you increase the 14, you're gonna increase your net losses, decrease your net difference. If you decrease the 14, you're gonna, if you decrease the 14, you're gonna decrease the shares, you're gonna increase your net losses and decrease your net difference. If you decrease your shares, you're going to increase your net losses and decrease your net difference. Did I say that right? It'd be exactly the opposite. Yeah. The 2 and 9, I mean, and then when you put the 2 and 9 on, you're simply increasing money into those funds.
We were just giving more money to public safety.
That's right. And you're then going to do exactly those same things to the city of Salem. Now, depending upon, you can have him run the numbers and see what those numbers will turn out. I mean, I don't know what the difference between 14 and 13 is, or 14 and 15, but that's what's gonna happen. And that takes you back to your statement, and again, I wasn't here yesterday, but that takes you back to your statement, that he came up with those numbers, you believe, with the concept of doing the least harm to get the most benefit.
Because there is a sweet spot.
There's a sweet spot in there. That's exactly right.
And I think in Darren's mind, the numbers he gave you was the sweet spot.
Right.
So, I mean, I guess if you want to call him and double check that, did you give us the?
Several different scenarios
Yeah.
prior to coming, and these were, yeah.
I think what we're saying is we need some sort of illustration to where he can walk us through the changes in what he just described. Is that what we're asking for?
No, personally, I just think we need to ask him, if we mess with this number 14, up or down, is there going to be a negative effect? Or is this 14 your best number in our situation?
I'm pretty confident from what I read yesterday that 14 is.
The dollars will be the same, it's how you can spend the money. You put it in seated at a level for a reason, you put it in public safety program. If you change the deal, it just moves from this